Hello and welcome to Kathy's Corner. My name is Kathy Holt. I'm a partner and trainer with Stewardship Resources, LLC. I'm also an authorized trainer with PowerChurch Plus software. Today, I will talk about a little used but powerful tool in the PowerChurch membership module. And that tool is custom codes for personal profiles. As a quick review from my last video, did you know that from the membership module, almost any report you need regarding your membership, you can print from PowerChurch? The secret is in the setup. Custom codes are one of the most powerful but unused setup tools in the membership module. Now, if you've never heard of custom codes in PowerChurch Plus, you are in the right place. During the last video, we went over custom codes for the household or family setup. Today will be even more exciting because we will be going over the custom codes for the personal profiles or the individual people within the households. And there are so many more options for setup for personal profiles. Are you ready? Notice we are in the Notes and Codes tab. Have you ever been in this screen and noticed the code 1 through code 10 and wondered what they were for? Well, the goal of any program is to be able to print the reports that you need from that program. And in this case, I want you to think about the reports that you would like to print regarding the individuals in your church. Now you can change the heading names of code 1 through code 10 to heading names that your church needs and create a list under each one of those headings. And I'm going to show you some examples, but while I'm showing you these examples, be thinking of the code headings and list under your own code headings that you need for your church. Now I have changed code heading 1, 2, 3, and 4 to special needs, keys, military, and work status. Let's start with where you go to make changes in personal profiles. Here is the path in PowerChurch to get to the screen, and this is where you make changes to your personal profiles. So the example for the replacement code of 1 is special needs. So, for example, would you like to run a report that shows all the individuals in your church that have a special need? My example for the replacement code of code 2 is keys. Would you like to run a report showing all the individuals in your church who have special access keys? My example for the replacement, of code 3, is military. Would you like to be able to run a report that shows all the individuals in your church who are in the military? My example for the replacement of code 4 is work status. So would you like to run a report that shows the work status of all the individuals in your church? Now these are only headings, and under these headings, you can plan and create a list that is related to each one of these newly named headings. Now, let me show you the list of choices that were set up under my example headings. And while I'm doing that, think about being able to print a report that shows all the individuals who have special needs. Being able to print a report that shows that all the individuals who have keys to various doors, vehicles, or various access places. Print a report that shows all the individuals who are in the military and how they are involved in the military. Or print a report that for your individuals that show what their work status is. Think of how you could use these reports. So, If you like the idea of setting up your own personal profile codes, let me show you where to go and do that. So here is the path to get to this screen. Notice we are in the Codes tab. So you just simply name the code heading. And then you click on the gear to build the list under each custom code heading. Now, any changes or additions to the list under the code headings can be made by going to this path. To make the changes here, step 1 is to choose the custom code heading that you're wanting to change the list under, and then your list will pop up that you have built. And then step 2 is you can add, change, or delete the list that pops up. Now, once these codes are in place, they're not going to work unless you plug them into the personal profiles in your membership module. So, going back to the screen we first looked at, this is where you add the code to each household. So, you click on the down arrow beside the code heading that you want to choose from a list, and the list that you created will appear. So then you simply click on the choice that applies to this individual. Now notice you can also add choices on the fly by clicking on new code, but you can only add choices here. You cannot delete or change the existing code items in the list in this place. Okay, now that you've set up your custom codes, you can actually print reports for the individuals in your church and specify which individuals to include on your report. So here is the path to get to this screen. Now, this is an example of how to print the shut-in visitation list for your church. Now, for any report from this church, you will first name your report, and then you will choose what to include on the report. Now, there are all kinds of parameters to choose from. And once you've done that, here is the list. Isn't that pretty sweet? Now, there are several places in membership where custom codes can be set up. Today, we just went over the custom code setup for personal profiles. If you missed the last video on setting up custom codes for households or families in your church, please check out the link to that video in the resource section below. Are you understanding how helpful custom codes in the membership module can be? In your mind, are you already putting together the list of personal profile codes that your church can use? Good. I hope you will discover how using custom codes in the membership module will be a very helpful tool in the ministry to the individuals connected to your church. It was a pleasure to share this information with you today. Don't forget to check out the helpful resources in the information section below. And as always, if you have questions or need help, please feel free to contact me at the phone number or the email shown below. Please like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, God bless you and have a fantastic day.